I want to start though with Machine Gun Kelly. And
my fave.
Yes, I know. So you came on the previous iteration of the podcast.
Yeah.
And we talked about Machine Gun Kelly a little bit. So for those who may not have seen that, I want to kind of catch them up a little bit. So Machine Gun Kelly is your favorite artist, or one of them at least. And
He takes the top spot.
okay, cool.
Say. Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, your favorite artist.
Yeah.
And you would love to be on tour with him, be on his label, etc.
All of the above.
All of the things.
Yep.
And so you made a song called "I'm in Love with Machine Gun Kelly."
Yes.
And he actually, in the content you were posting and stuff, you tagged him on some things, and he actually responded.
Yeah, he did.
And recently you got the opportunity to FaceTime with him. So take us from him responding and tell us what happened when he responded, and then go to the FaceTime.
Okay. Yeah, so the response was on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I had been tagging him in content for the video for like 4 months. I was very relentless because I
Nice.
just to get to the point of even writing a song called "I'm in Love with Machine Gun Kelly," like you know you're like, there's a goal.
Yeah.
I'm like, he needs to know I exist.
Absolutely.
Because obviously, you know, he's just my biggest inspiration. I think that's obvious in my music and like my artistry and everything. So I was relentless about it. And then finally, I woke up one day and got a notification from X, and he responded. And I was like, what? Like literally fell on the floor.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
was like, it finally happened. And it was really cool because he said, you know, he was flattered by the song. And he also said that he was originally planning on surprising me at my Viper Room show. But he ended up not being able to make it because he needed to go to because he was going to his daughter's volleyball game.
Right.
Which I'm like, yeah, go to that.
Yeah, do that.
That
Of course.
is important. But the fact that he was even thinking of coming to one of my shows is like insane.
Awesome.
But you know what? I do believe that timing is everything.
100%.
Because back then, I would have still done it, but I would have been like so nervous. And I think it happening now, like over a year later, I would be at a better level.
Better able to handle it.
Yeah. I still
If you
get
were to walk in.
insanely. I still would die. That's for sure. But like a little bit better, a little
Yeah.
bit more ready to kill it, you know? So yeah, that happened. I freaked out, and then, you know, continued promoting the song. And then I had heard that, or actually we'll go to the FaceTime.
Yeah.
So he was to promote his new album, he was doing meet and greets in different towns.
Yeah.
And he went to my hometown
Okay.
in Toronto.
Okay.
Which I was like, what the hell? He's in my hometown and I'm not there.
Yeah.
But my dad is a really big fan. And because I kind of put him, I introduced him to MGK. And we watched a documentary together. And then my dad was like, oh, I'm obsessed now too. And he's like on the journey with me. Like he believes in the dream almost more than me.
Nice.
He helps me out and supports me, and it's amazing.
Awesome.
So he was like, I'm going to go to the meet and greet. And I was like, definitely, yes. And also, you know, maybe you could be like, I'm Juliette's dad. Maybe he'll remember me. Yeah. And then my dad was like, well, what if I FaceTime him? And I was like, oh, wait, though. That could be really, maybe I'll get 3 seconds to say hi. Because at those things, there's probably like hundreds of people all waiting for their, 10-second chance. So he got there. And then I was going to screen record it so I could just have it as a memory for myself. But I got so nervous and excited, I forgot. And then after, I was like, I kind of want to kill myself. But luckily, I had my other camera. I was doing content and stuff, and I had it sitting there. So I got like a weird angle of it.
Okay.
But yes, my dad went up to him, and he just said like, hi, I'm Juliette Irons' dad. And before he could even say like the name of the song, he already was like, oh yeah, Juliette Irons, like that's my dog or whatever. And I died. I couldn't even really form words. I just sat there on the phone like, hi. Like, we're finally meeting, and it's through a FaceTime with my dad. It's so weird and cool.
How long was the FaceTime?
It was very short because I think he had already probably seen hundreds of people, and there were still hundreds more. So he only gets a certain amount of time. And there was still my dad standing there too. And he wanted to probably give more energy to my dad, who was really there in person.
For sure.
So it was, maybe like 10 seconds. But it was really cool to finally make that connection, and also kind of feel that he really does know my name and remember me now. And when it's like your biggest idol ever, like, you have that moment with them, it's pretty awesome.
And so what is the goal now? as far as Machine Gun Kelly,
Yes.
because I know you're working on
Yes.
something else now.
Lots of goals, but that
Yeah.
as far as him specifically, so I had heard back when I was writing the song, I saw an interview that he did, and he had kind of subtly announced that his next move was going to be his own label. And so I was like, oh, like that's the dream. Like, you know, we've all wanted to get signed to labels. We all like walk past Capitol Records and it's like the dream, you know?
Yeah.
And we all think that that would like, it would be amazing. And then we discover how much more there is to it and how
Right.
difficult that is and whatever.
Right.
So when I realized he's making his own label, I was like, okay, well, if there's anybody on this planet I would want to mentor me, it's him. Because he came from nothing, literally was rapping in a basement with his producer, who is his same producer now, and made this like insane career. So he really knows what it's like to be an artist, like passing out mixtapes and like nobody believing in you, but like you have the dream, and he made it happen. So he's definitely going to be looking out for his artists.
Sure.
And also just his artistry, his taste, everything. Like that's the person that I would want to be working with. So when he announced that, I was like, I put on my vision board. This was like January 2024. And then I put the song out and I was like, it's gonna happen. But like, I don't know how. And like, nobody really said anything more about his label for this whole time. So a year and a half later, this video pops up on my feed and it's like someone that's at MGK Day. And he announced the name of his label, which is Floor 13.
Okay.
And so he was kind of officially being like, we are going to be, you know, helping the next generation of artists and creatives and all of that. And I was like, it's time.
Yeah.
So I just made a submission.
Okay.
Like I just made a video, put it on social media being
Yeah.
like, I'm submitting for Floor 13.
Yeah.
This is my music. This is meant to be. I believe in myself. And so far, that was like a month ago. No one from him or his team or anything has seen it yet that I know of.
Right.
But I still believe like it's out there. Somebody will see it. Something will connect. Because I really feel like that's where I'm meant to go. So that was a really long answer. Hopefully that was okay.
All good.
I feel like I'm rambling, but that's the goal for me. Because
Awesome.
I feel like it's always been what I wanted. And now that it's officially a thing that he's put out there, I'm like that. I'm tunnel visioning
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
So
No, that's the way it works. I feel like if you keep channeling your energy towards that
Yeah.
goal, it's going to happen.
I agree.
And
vision boards are real because I've made like 2 other big career things happen from a vision board before that are like identical to what it is. And I have written on my vision board, I will sign to Colson Baker's, because that's his real name, record label, and then Floor 13, and that was a year and a half ago, and it's still up there. I just look at it every day. I'm like, it's gonna happen. Don't know when, but it's gonna happen.
No, I believe it.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's part of why I asked, so that selfishly, when it happens, we can have you back on,
Hell
and I can
yeah.
be like, see,
Yes.
we called it right
Yes.
here.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I can like take a
I
little bit
love
of
that.
credit for it.
I love that so much. No,
kidding.
but it's real because
Yeah.
speaking it is the second part. I feel like
100%.
you have to start telling people that you really feel that you believe in it.
Yeah.